Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm very cold. Oh. Put my fleece on me. If I could sit and film in my fleece I really would. Today I wanted to talk to you about some budget beauty favourites of mine of recent times. Now I think back in maybe January, February I did a 10 under 10. And that's always very constricting because like so many nice products are like about 11, the 12 euro mark. So I'm going to go through some products here that are under the 20 euro mark, I think, ish. Some products you might recognise, some products might be new to you, but let me get stuck in. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll know about these beauties of eyeshadow palettes from PS ... or Primark Beauty or Penny's Beauty. I don't know what to call them because people go mad when you call them Pennies, then they go mad when you call them Primark. I don't know. Anyway, there are 3 of them. I was sent 3. I don't know if there are more than that. And so right now I have the Nude Basics on. Look at my eyes. Look at them. They're €6 each. That's such good value, I think. 12 eyeshadows in each one. I know how to count. And today I wore this one for the first time today. I've worn the other ones a couple of times, but on this one I just have the mattes, so I haven't tried the shimmers yet. But I have tried the shimmers in the other palettes, and they're so gorgeous. Work best applied with a finger. I've got George. But I just felt like seeing what the mattes were like to see if they were patchy. No, they're not. Look, that's the Nude Basics one. What I have on right now. And then I did a woman video on Instagram. No, I did an IGTV on Instagram using the, what is this called? Tropical Storm palette. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, I just look like these shades are just me, and then that one as well. So gorgeous. €6. And then there's the Gold Rush palette, and that's the first one that I tried out. And I've used this a few times now as well. They're kind of like a little bit scaldy looking. In this palette, I find that the mattes are better. That shimmer's really nice, again with the finger, and the regular kind of shimmery ones, they're okay. Like, they're not fantastic, but they're okay. I definitely prefer this gold, that gold, that gold, that gold, or I'm going to call them all gold. That shade, that shade, that shade, that shade. And I love the mattes as well. But for €6, they are such good value. Love them. Pennies or Primark ... PS ... I think you're doing great when it comes to the eyeshadow palettes at the moment. I think there is a little bit of fallout with these, but once you acknowledge that, you just dip your brush in, because you don't want to like swirl around. If you swirl your brush around, powder go everywhere except on your face. Pat, knock off the excess, and then get stuck in. That was me doing my windshield wiper motions, but I love them. It wouldn't be me talking about budget makeup if it wasn't for foundations. I know I'm only going to talk about these for 4.5 seconds. The No Cosmetics BB Cream and the No Cosmetics Mineral Foundation. They're both fab, they're both gorgeous. I have a video on the BB Cream because they brought out some new shades at the start of the year. So I linked it somewhere here. I don't know how you do it, but I'll try. If I can't figure it out, it'll be in the description box below, where I showed the new shades in action on my face, so you can see the coverage and everything. And I need to get my hands on the lighter shade of the Mineral Foundation because I just love it as well. But shade 501 is the one that I brought to France last year, and it did not budge a bit. Really high coverage, flawless finish on my skin, and I love them. Anyway, I just wanted to mention those because I know I'm always talking about Note, but I was like, I just love them so much. But I have 3 other foundations that I've been loving recently in the budget beauty spectrum that you might recognise. So first up is the number 7 HydraLuminous foundation. Is that what it's called? HydraLuminous Moisturising Foundation. I have a blog post on these because it has a matching concealer, which is lovely as well. I'll leave that linked below. And then I did a 1-minute video I think on Instagram showing it in action. So gorgeous. If you love a really dewy fresh face finish for spring, you're going to really enjoy that. I do have to powder it down my T-zone because otherwise I think it would move. But I just love how it just makes my skin look real plump and juicy and gorgeous. So I really like that a lot. So yeah, if you're looking for high coverage, this isn't the one for you. But if you're looking for like a light to medium coverage that is buildable, you have to try that out. It's so nice. Then a new foundation that I discovered recently is the EX1 Invisible, is that what it's called? Invisible foundation? Invisiwear liquid foundation. I tried this out actually on here on YouTube with a face full of first impressions, and I was pleasantly surprised. Initially I put it on and I was like, oh, I thought it would be like heavier coverage, and then the more that it sat on my skin, just the more gorgeous it looked. It looks like skin, it gives a medium level of coverage on me as well, but is buildable. I usually just kind of build on my cheeks and on my nose like a little bit because I do get a red nose big time. I'm shade 2, I'm not sure how many shades there were, but the shade 1 was quite pale, but this is a perfect match for me. If you want me to do a full in-depth review of this or a blog post, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I posted a picture on Instagram there recently of me wearing it and my skin just looked flawless. It was gorgeous, really like that. And finally we have the Flormar Perfect Coverage Foundation. I am in the lightest shade as I am fierce pale. I did a collaboration with them recently and I requested if I could use that because I love it so much. Because I'm always getting asked about high coverage foundations and what my favourite ones are, and this is by far one of the best budget full coverage foundations that I've tried to date. That's very hard to say. A little bit does go a long way with that, and I find that it applies best on me with a makeup sponge. I find with a brush it can be a little bit streaky, it can apply too much for me, for my preference, my choice of finish, but once I apply it with a beauty blender or makeup sponge, it is gorgeous. Just evens out my skin tone completely. I do have to powder that as well because it stays quite tacky on my skin. Once I powder down the T-zone, sorted. But I think if you've drier skin, I think you'd really like that. Onto the face, and I am obsessed with this bronzer. It's the Face and Body Bronzing Powder from Flormar. It's massive, it's the size of my head. And I'm using shade 4, I think it is. Yeah, BR04 Sunkiss. They sent this to me as part of a collaboration and I've been using it ever since. I use this, did I use it in my thing? I used it in a video recently. It was the 1 to 5 minute face where I use it to just like bronze and warm up my skin, and then I use it as an eyeshadow as well. It's a nice way to kind of like tie look together, or if you're in a rush to just go phew. Now there's no shimmer in it at all. It just gives, oh my god, that's really awkward. It gives warmth to the skin, but it looks like satin. It looks like your skin. It doesn't look like you're wearing makeup, I don't think. And I know that this is going to last me for ages because it's huge. And then for something a bit more travel friendly, and this is like a little bit darker, I know, look at the colour of it. This is from MissLyn. This is Beach Please, I don't even know if that's what it's called. Beach Please Bronzing and Contouring Powder in the shade 54 Aloha All Day. It is so dark, but if you give that a couple of minutes to blend it in properly and then go over with your foundation brush, look at it. So that's it there, and then that's it compared to the Flormar one. So you can see the Flormar one is quite warm toned, whereas this one is quite neutral to cool toned. But once, yeah, if you take your time with this, I found when I applied it the first time, I applied it and I was like, oh my god, the brush picked up a lot of product, and I was like, oh no, what have I done? But I just blended it. I did what I always do because I pretty much over apply my makeup every day of my life. I applied it where I wanted to, and then I went over with my foundation brush just over the edge just to kind of take it down a little bit, and I love the finish of that. Really, really nice. No shimmer in it. I don't always like, especially during the day, for my bronzer to have shimmer. I like that at night time or if you're looking golden hour, but like daytime, no. So that's very nice. You can get MissLyn in pennies. And then for highlights, they sent me this as well. This is the MissLyn Glow For It Strobing Powder in the shade Strobing Powder 2. And this is quite yellow toned, kind of gold toned. I'll show it to you now. I used that in my face full of first impressions and I really enjoyed that. It's quite subtle, whoever can't see there. Because see, I'm at the age where I don't want to have a dirty big robotic holographic stripe on my face. It just doesn't suit me. It's not flattering at all. I like my highlights to be a little bit more subtle, a little bit more ladylike. No, I'm not a lady. But you know, I just want to have it like so that my skin just looks like it's plumped. There is a pink toned one as well, that's okay, but I think this suits my skin tone better, so that's very nice. There are 2 mascaras that I've been switching between over the last few weeks, and the first one is from Catrice, and it's the Glam & Doll, I can't remember what it's called, Glam & Doll Boost Lash Growth Volume Mascara. First of all, look at the wand. First of all, the tube looks like the regular ones. The one that I loved the most was like the really pale lilac one. That is probably one of the best budget mascaras that I've ever tried over the years. But this is a new one. I always smell that, and the formula is so nice because I find sometimes with brushes like this it can pick up a lot of product and then it can be quite a wet product, so as you're combing through your lashes the lashes can tend to clump together. Not so with this at all. It gives like lots of length and definition and curl and separation, everything that I want for in a mascara. I don't want any paley mascaras that don't give me everything that I want. And then the other one that I've been using is the Flormar Precious Curl Carbon Black Mascara. I didn't think that I was going to love this as much as the original Precious Curl Mascara. That's the one in the purple tube. But I do. So you can see that it has a really stubby little brush. It's curved on the top. This gives ridiculous curl length volume separation, and I did a blog post comparing the two of those that I'll leave linked below, where I used one on one eye, one on the other eye, so you can kind of see the difference. And you can see how like fudunk my eyelashes are. Fudunk. I just used a word to describe my lashes. Fudunk. Anyway, they're so good. This one I think is $9.99. I think this one is around the €5 mark. They're such good value and they are outperforming a lot of the higher end mascaras that I'm using at the moment. So totally enjoyed them. Go check out my blog post if you want lots more information. finally we have some lip products, because it wouldn't be a budget beauty video without lip product. So I went back to the Blistex Relief Cream for my scaldy lips. I don't know, my lips just been really dry lately and I felt that I needed to give them some proper love. So while the packaging on this is shocking bad, it's so bad, because the stuff squirts out like all the time. It's so annoying. Like, you'll squirt a little bit onto your finger and then it'll just keep coming out. It's so messy. It is one of the best lip products. Like, if you have like sore lips, cracked lips. Yes, it's medicated cream for quick relief of sore, cracked and chapped lips. So good. Please, Blistex, fix the packaging. I've been giving out about this for years. Please fix the packaging. And I'll talk about some glosses in a moment, but I love a matte lip product that doesn't technically dry down, because I don't know, sometimes when they dry down they can be really drying on the lips. But I love the Note Mattemoist lip glosses. It's very confusing, the fact that they have, they call it lip gloss, but it's like matte. So this is shade, oh my god, why is that so small? This shade 401, I think, I don't know. Look at that. That is like the perfect dusky pinky nude and almost has a whipped texture. Feels really comfortable on the lip. Now, it doesn't dry down at all, so it will transfer and it will move, but I'm okay with that. I'd much prefer that than having something that would make my lips look like that. You know, I've spoken about this in a few videos. This is the Catrice Generation Plump and Shine Lip Gloss in the shade 070 Nude Sapphire. Again, oh god, you're gonna see like kind of like a little bit of a theme to this. I love a lip gloss, especially when it's comfortable, or like ones that don't just sit on your lips, like you feel that they're softening. That's it there. So gorgeous, and it does give like a plumping effect on the lips. So what I like to do is apply this over a lip liner that I have used to line my lips and then colour in my lips as well. I want to try more of those shades because I think the formula on that is super nice. And then we have the e.l.f. Plumping lip glosses. I have 3 shades, which I'm totally enjoying. They gave us these when we were at the press trip recently, so I have 3 shades. This one is Sparkling Rosé, Mocha Twist and Champagne Glam. Can't read. Now, you know me, I'm not mad. While I like a dusky pink lip product, I'm not mad on like proper pinky pink lips. I just don't think they suit me. Except this one, I've worn it so many times and I think it's perfect for spring. Okay, so I have some swatches. So that is Sparkling Rosé, that one is Mocha Twist, and then that one is Champagne Glam. Can you see? And again, I love to apply them over a lip liner. So I'll use the lip liner to outline my lips and then colour them in a little bit and then apply these over the top, and they're fab. They have like the slightest tingle, but it's really natural. It's not going to make your lips feel bigger or get bigger, it'll just make them look bigger. And they do that by kind of smoothing out like your lip lines, so your lips will look plumper but they're not actually plumper. Do you know that kind of way? I think of the 3, the Sparkling Rosé is probably my favourite. Very nice with this. And then the Mocha Twist, I really like that. And those are just some of the beauty products that I've been loving that don't cost the earth recently. So I hope I gave you some ideas. I hope I had like a little list as you were watching to see, okay, yeah, I might try that, might not. That's not for me. Maybe that one is. I love when you find some good beauty products that don't cost the earth. Then it means you can try more different things. Rather than spending like €40 on one thing, you can spend €40 on a few different things, you know? Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!